Spotlight in Bensenville. I'm Joel Ritter, Village Trustee, and your host this evening. Tonight we're featuring two of our local businesses in Bensenville. We have joining us Mario D'Astis of Asti Italian Deli and Kevin Lavelle from Edmar Foods.
Hi. Hi, Joel.
Thanks for joining us, gentlemen.
Thank you for inviting us.
So we're going to feature your businesses tonight in Bensenville, but before we do that, why don't you give us a little bit of background on each of yourselves individually. Kevin?
I've been in the grocery business my entire life. I'm married with 3 kids. I've got an MBA from DePaul, and it's just something I evolved. I started in it when I was in high school and never left.
Good for you. How about you, Mario?
I'm turning 50 in June, and I've been in business, and we're in our 29th year. Always in Bensenville, and always in the food business.
Okay.
And as a kid, I always wanted to own my own business.
Okay. So Kevin, why did you choose to be a business owner here in Bensenville?
It was a nice community. It was a nice area. There were a lot of single-family homes around there. Working class area right across from the train station, and it just seemed like a nice place to be able to settle down and do business.
How long has Edmar been here in Bensenville?
We've been in business for 35 years. We've been in Bensenville for the last 10 years.
Okay. And Mario, how long have you been here in Bensenville?
29 years. We're in our 29th year. We grew up in the city, and there was no delis out west of the airport, so we decided to come to Bensenville.
There was not a lot of stuff at that
Back
time
then, no.
outside
It
west of the
wasn't. No, it
airport.
wasn't.
It's
It
changed
wasn't.
a little bit since then, right?
Yeah.
As
A
we
lot
all
of changes.
know.
It was a 2-lane. Irving Park was 2-lane.
Yeah. Okay. So you told us a little bit about your previous experience running successful businesses. Why don't you get a little bit into specifics about the actual businesses that you have here? Why don't we start with you, Mario, in terms of Asti's?
Well, as a kid, like I said, I grew up in Norwich. Well, I was born in Italy. We moved to the city when we came to this country in '67. Then we moved to Norwich in '73. And as a kid, I worked in delis. Ride my bike there, as a stock boy, and moved the way up, and always in Italian delis, and always wanted to open my own. So we started out in 1985 here in Bensenville as a grocery store, and then people come in and say, hey, can you make me a sandwich? So we started making sandwiches, and and they say, hey, the sandwiches are great, but there's nowhere to sit. So we started taking out shelves and putting tables, and we outgrew our store. So.
Okay. And then you decided to convert to specifically being a deli.
Deli, correct.
Okay.
Correct. And adding more stuff, hot sandwiches and soups. And
So Kevin, you said that you've always had being a grocer in your blood, right?
In my family, I don't know about in my blood. In my family, yes.
Okay. Has it always been Edmar Foods, or were you in another grocer previous to
When I was
that?
in high school, I worked for National and for Eagle, and then through high school and into college. And my dad actually was a vice president for A&P, and he went out on his own about 35 years ago. And I went to work for him, and it was nice working in a family business at the time.
So you guys have both kind of come up in the ranks through family and having the background of what you both do through your family and learning it
Yes.
through your family. Okay. So Mario, you said yours is a family-owned deli. How many family members work there?
Well, me and my one brother started. We had 2 other brothers. They were married. They couldn't come into the business at the time, but they were investors. So me and my one brother were single, still living at home. It was easy to start a business. We started, like I said, it was 1,000 square foot. It was really small. And then my other 2 brothers joined us in 2000 when we opened up the bigger store in the borderline of Bensenville.
Okay, all right. And Kevin, is yours family owned? Do you have family that helps you out there, or?
It's just me, and I've got a partner. He was my dad's partner before, and he
Okay.
stayed on, and we've been partners ever since. I worked for him for a number of years before we became partners, and we're still moving along.
Okay. So let's look at the things that your specific businesses do in terms of specialties. Does Edmar have a specialty, do you think? What do you think brings people into Edmar locally?
We're a conventional grocery store. I like to think that we deal in very fresh produce and meat now. We get deliveries 4 times a week. I think we're priced very competitively. I think being a community-based store, I like to think we're friendly. We welcome you when you come in the store. If there's something specific you want, we'll get it for you. I think we go out of our way to attempt to help you find whatever you want and make your shopping experience kind of pleasurable.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, nobody wants to wait in line when they're checking out at a grocery store.
And
so
I have to tell you,
we try to get you out.
I go to Edmar, and I go there at different times all the time, whether it be if I'm running in really quickly to do something for dinner, or I'm doing my what I would consider weekly shopping. And if I've had to wait more than a couple minutes in line, that's a long time. So that is one thing that I truly do appreciate about shopping at Edmar.
I'd like to think everybody would like to spend a lot of time there, but I know most people would say you want to get in and get out. And I
Well,
think
especially in
we'd
this
try to do
day
that.
and age, right? Many
Yes.
people are walking in. I remember when my mom used to do her grocery shopping, she would write a list out and go on Saturday mornings, and that's the only time she went to the grocery store. That doesn't happen anymore.
No.
Most people are flying by the seat of their pants, and if they're going to do dinner tonight at the last minute, they want to run in, get their stuff, and be able to get in line and get out.
Yes.
And that is something we certainly do in Bensenville appreciate about Edmar.
Thank you.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about Asti's and what you think if you had to name what your specialty
Well,
is,
right
what would
now
you tell
our
us?
soups are like really hot. We do like 12 different soups, 12 to 14 different soups a day. And we were just featured in Chicago's Best on just soups.
Mm-hmm.
And but we do our hot sandwiches. It's getting the home Italian meal fast.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for lunch or for dinner, or something you can get quick, but it's home cooking. You know.
So when you say that your soups are your specialty, do you make your soups
We
there?
make all our soups there. Are
You
all
do?
homemade,
Okay.
all from scratch too, are all fresh.
So that's why split peas there is often. Is it more difficult to
it's
make?
Yeah, it's not something right you can just whiz up right away. So yeah.
My husband goes in a lot, and if
Yeah.
you have it, he'll actually text me and say,
Yeah.
"It's split pea today if you want to
Yeah,
go."
I didn't know that was one of your things, so I'll
It
make
is
sure
one of
it's
my
on.
favorites. It is one of my favorites. But all of your soups are very good.
Thank you.
You got
Thank
a
you.
mushroom cheese one that's excellent. I love your
Yeah.
Italian wedding soup. They're all very good.
We
It
just
doesn't
started a-
surprise me that you're featured.
We just started a new one, and it's going really hot, and I want to keep it on all the time. It's I call it Tuscan. It's a gnocchi. It's a cream base, but very thin cream base, and it's got vegetables and hot sausage in it. So it's a little spicy, and it's got gnocchis and kale. It's really good.
That sounds really good. So we're going to take a short commercial break, but before we do that, if somebody wanted to find out more about Asti's, where would they go, Mario?
On the internet.
Okay.
The internet.
Okay.
Yeah, we're there. All the menus on there. There's things about us.
Just key in Mario
Yeah.
and do it.
Or Asti
Excuse
Deli.
the Asti's,
Asti
not
Deli,
Mario.
yeah.
Asti's, and do a search and it'll come up.
It'll come up.
Same thing with Edmar if they were to do that, or
Go
how
to
would they?
edmarfoods.com. You can look at the entire ad, see everything that's on sale on there. Feel free to call the store
Okay.
if you have any questions.
All right.
We'll
We're
answer
going
for
to
you.
take a short commercial break, and we'll be right back to talk a little bit more about both Asti's and Edmar Foods. Please stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Village President Frank Soto. Many residents have contacted Village Hall, our administrators, and our Public Works Director, Joseph Karachi, regarding questions and concerns about the grade cross separation at Irving Park Road and York Road. The video is intended to show you some of the timelines that are involved. But once this project is complete, it is an incredible benefit for the residents of Bensenville. It will alleviate the delays that are caused by the intersection, and also will improve overall traffic flow and accessibility to Irving Park Road through Bensenville.
The York and Irving Park intersection is one of the most congested intersections in all of the Chicagoland area. We are working diligently with the Illinois Department of Transportation to try to correct this problem. Working with IDOT, we have come up with a $64 million project to try to improve businesses and our residents' flow of traffic through the area. As I mentioned, 2012 was the completion of the first bridge. We're looking at 2014 being the completion of the second bridge. After that, we'll have an intersection improvement project for the entire intersection with wider lanes, wider cross sections, safer traffic movements. This is all part of a plan that hopefully will start on the intersection improvements in 2014 with a completion sometime in the early to mid part of 2015. We are looking at this project as being a major impact on our businesses, on our traffic flow, and on the village of Bensenville in general. If you have any questions, please feel free to call the Public Works Department at 630-350-3435. Thank you.
The Water's Edge Aquatic Center is conveniently located in the Redmond Recreational Complex in Bensenville. The Water's Edge is home of Fenton High School and Wahoo swim teams, featuring an indoor 8-lane lap pool and diving well. The Aquatic Center is available for private functions and parties. Learn to swim, stay in shape, or enjoy recreational swimming year-round at the Water's Edge Aquatic Center.
The Bensenville Community Library, serving a community of readers. Whether you're old or young, a lover of words, music, or computers, the library has something for you. Check out our new Kindles, toddler jams, story and movie nights, or a variety of other activities offered. For more information, call us at 630-766-4642 or check out our schedule on the web at benlib.org. The Bensenville Community Library, celebrating 50 years of library service.
One of Chicagoland's premier ice skating facilities, The Edge is home to the Chicago Steel and Robert Morris Eagles, featuring 3 sheets of NHL regulation size ice, offering skate programs for hockey players, figure skaters, and recreational skaters of all ages. The Edge is also available for private functions and parties accommodating from 10 to 200. Whether you're a novice or an Olympian, experience the spectacular Edge Ice Arena.
Staying connected is important, and at the Village of Bensenville, it has never been easier to keep up to date with what's happening in our community. On your phone, PDA, PC, laptop, or tablet, the Village of Bensenville website offers easy integration, so you'll stay connected at home, in the office, or on the road. To follow us on Facebook, simply go to the Bensenville homepage and click on the Facebook icon in the lower left-hand corner. This will take you to the Bensenville Facebook fan page. Once there, click the like button to add us to your newsfeed and receive regular updates from around town. To follow us on Twitter, simply go to the Bensenville homepage and click on the Twitter icon in the lower left-hand corner. This will take you to the Bensenville Twitter page. Once there, click the follow button to add us to your Twitter feed and receive regular community updates. To receive email and cell phone notifications, click on the Notify Me button. This will take you to the Notify Me dashboard. Once there, simply add your email address and/or cell phone number at the top of the page, and then select which service you would like to receive updates from. The most common update section is in the Newsflash Bensenville News. Click on the envelope icon for email alerts and on the phone icon for phone alerts. You can choose one, the other, or both. To watch our public access cable show or board meetings, simply click on the Bensenville Web TV button on the lower left sidebar menu of the homepage. This will take you to our streaming center, where you can play current and past Bensenville cable TV shows and board meetings. To pay your Bensenville utility bill online, just click the Online Payments button and then follow the instructions provided on our secure payment site. If you have any problem, concern, or question to tell the village, then click on the Bensenville Action Hotline button. This will take you to the Action Line dashboard, where you can explain your issue and receive a response within 48 hours once you have clicked the Submit button at the bottom of the page. Staying connected is important. And at the Village of Bensenville, it has never been easier to keep up to date with what's happening in our community. On your phone, PDA, PC, laptop, or tablet, the Village of Bensenville website offers easy integration, so you'll stay connected wherever you are.
Welcome back to Spotlight on Bensenville. Again, I'm Joan Ritter, Village Trustee, and your host this evening. Tonight we're featuring two of our local businesses here in Bensenville. And with us we have Kevin Lavelle of Edmar Foods, and we have Mario Di Astis of Asti Italian Deli. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
So we talked a little bit earlier about services that you offer to the community, and I'd like both of you guys to share with the community what you do specifically in terms of supporting the community. Kevin, why don't you share some of the things that you do in terms of our seniors here?
Well, in terms of seniors, we donate gift certificates to a number of functions, not only seniors, but other local organizations, American Legion, Boy Scouts, Fenton High School, and that. We donate coupons to senior citizen luncheon that they have monthly at Monty's. Every Wednesday, senior citizens who come in the store get a 10% discount on all their purchases. And we try to stay active with a number of different organizations within town, be it Bensenville's coat drive around Christmas, or anything with the town, or organizations, schools, churches within the town.
Great. How about you, Mario? What do you do to help support the community and give back?
Basically the same thing, Joella. We donate food to schools and community churches, gift certificates,
Okay.
whatever we can do,
Uh-huh.
we try to do.
And we do appreciate that, and certainly I think that the giving back to the community is what makes you special to the community. Kevin, you mentioned earlier you feel like it's a hometown community, and I think that that's a point that proves that very well. You had mentioned earlier about the coat drive, and I know both of you gentlemen are willing to have a box during the Christmas season for us to both collect coats for the Rotary Coat Drive as well as toys for our community toy drive, and we do appreciate that. So thank you very much. That's what makes us a small town community. So you guys both have been in Bensenville for a long time, right? We talked about that earlier. If you were to talk to somebody else that was looking to open up a business in Bensenville, what kind of hints or tips would you give them? Mario?
I would say start small. Start small and always grow bigger.
Okay.
You can find any kind of small spot down anywhere in Bensenville. Any spot, any area is very good.
Okay.
So yeah, start small.
Okay. Kevin, how about you?
I would tell people to reinvest in their business, not just take everything they can out of their business, but try to reinvest in their business to help their business grow. And by doing that, it helps their cash flow and everything else, which only helps them become more sustainable in the long run and financially, troubling times or whatever, or fluctuating times.
Okay. Okay. So when you say reinvest, was your store the same size it is now when you first came into Bensenville, or have you grown it?
Was the same size, but we redid the store from floor through ceiling, new cases, shelves, floor, everything, and we've redone the produce department 3 or 4 times in the last 5 years.
Okay.
People don't want to come in and see the same stale store every time. They want to see change. And, it makes them feel good about where they shop, about their community.
And if they see the same, as you said, stale store, they kind of tend to start thinking that the product within it it could be the same, correct?
If people go into the same stores in their community and nothing ever changes and they start getting run down over time, they don't want to stay in their community. They want to go elsewhere to shop. Okay.
Right.
And I think that's what businesses in Bensenville need to do.
Which is why you have people that continue to come back over the years.
Hopefully, yes.
Yeah. Okay, Mario, Kevin mentioned about reinvesting in your business and perking it up. You've perked yours up a little bit. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, we started out, like I said, 1,000 square foot. We were on Spruce and Irving. And one morning I was driving to work. I lived in Addison at the time. And I was driving to work and I seen a lady put up a sign for sale. And we purchased it that day because we needed to grow. We needed to grow. We needed to build our own building. We just too many customers, not enough parking. So we built our own building, and we just recently closed in our patio and made like a little room, downtown room, I call it, because the window's open. And just like Kevin said, you have to keep reinvesting and perk it up. people come back and they're interested in when you're doing new stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And people feel like if they're coming in, they're buying from your store and you're investing in it, then they're investing in it as well. So do either of you have any future plans in terms of your businesses and where you're going to go from here? What do you think you're going to do, Mario?
Well, we just purchased a building in Wooddale, just a block west of us. It's like a factory. What I want to do is catering. Our catering department will be right out of its own building. I service food to the airport, to workers at the airport. I feed like 1,500 people every day, 7 days a week. And we're growing.
Okay.
We're growing,
So you
and
need
I
more space to do that.
Need enough space, so we're trying to get just a catering building going.
Oh, great.
So
Excellent.
we move out of there and just
Keep growing.
keep growing.
Keep
Exactly.
growing.
Exactly.
And how about you, Kevin?
I think we'd like to make some changes in the store, maybe go with the service meat department, some things like that. As the supermarket industry evolves and changes, I'd like to change with it and make some of those things along the way.
Okay, super. So if the residents wanted to know one thing specific about what each of you have to offer, we talked about specialties before. If you would say one thing right now to get somebody maybe that's brand new that just moved into Bensenville, which hopefully we have some new viewers watching us, give us one thing that you would say to them to draw them to your store. Mario?
I would say fresh Italian food,
Okay?
home cooking, and
Okay.
you can buy home cooking, take it home.
And not just for lunch, for dinner as
For
well,
dinner
right?
also,
Okay.
correct.
Kevin, how about you?
I think we sell fresh, quality merchandise, and if there's something specific you wanted, we'll get it for you. You don't have to go anywhere else. We'll have it for you in a matter of days.
Excellent. And I'm going to give you guys one last chance to tell our viewing audience how to reach you if they need you. Kevin, you go first.
You can go on the internet, edmarfoods.com, or you can call us at 630-595-3530. I'm there. Don't be afraid to ask for Kevin.
Excellent. Mario?
Yeah, same thing.
Okay.
Joel, and internet is a real big part. Our marquee, because we're right on Irving Park, right when you enter Bensenville, our marquee always has specials. And you can call me or my internet. On the internet, there's my email. Email me anytime or just call me direct.
Excellent. Thanks, Kevin. Thanks, Mario, for
Thanks,
joining
Joel.
us tonight. It's been a pleasure
you.
having you. We
Thank
really
you.
appreciate you being here in Bensenville and investing in Bensenville, both with your stores as well as with the support you do in giving back into the town. Thanks
you.
again.
Thank you.
Please take some time to go to Edmar as well as Asti's Deli and use both of these businesses. They're great businesses in Bensenville. And join us again next week for Spotlight on Bensenville. Have a great night, everybody.